I got my Anthbot Genie 1000 last December, and now it's the end of March, mid-March, and I'm gonna start setting up the RTK permanently. Last December, I just set up the mower once and tested it out, and now I've been thinking about where to put the RTK. I have tall trees all around my house, and a two-story house, so I don't have any place at all on the ground for the RTK to go on its base there, so I bought the wall mount kit that I'm going to install. And here is what comes with the wall mount kit, the RTK wall mount kit. It is very well protected with thick foam. You get the base for the RTK that mounts right onto the wall of your house. Comes out from the wall a bit and up. It keeps it away from the roof some. You have an extension cable. An extension cable for the RTK power. You have a brick to plug it into the wall with a very short cable on that, and some mounting brackets to hold the cable along the house to bring it down to your power, and then another giant thick piece of foam. These are the bolts or the screws that will hold the RTK station to your house. You have 10 clips and screws to hold the wire down. The wire is 10 meters, about 30, almost 33 feet. And then there's a little cap, I guess, for the winter. When you bring part of it inside, you could cap the cable so no water and snow gets in the winter. And if the 10-meter cord isn't long enough, they do sell another extension cable that's just the cable and maybe another plug on their site. And one frustrating part is that the RTK station, the ground mount one that comes with the mower, has like a 6-foot cable in it, so that would give you even more, but you can't get the pieces, you can't get the cable back through the post without destroying the post, and because of these caps, they don't come off on this end, and you can't get the cable through, so you can't use the cable that came with the mower. But of course, I will be using the RTK itself. So you just unplug that, unscrew it from the metal pole, tried to make it not fall, and then that will just screw on to the wall mount. A little wrinkle is that my ladder is not tall enough to get all the way up there, so I'm going to try to just reach out the window, see if I could install the RTK that way. And the only tools I have are a pencil to mark the holes after I make sure that it's level. And then I have a drill bit, and I have Phillips head bit for the screws, although I might switch out to a socket for a better hold. I don't want to strip the screws. So now I want the station to be like around here, and really there's not much wiggle room at all, so it's not like I could really change the levelness, but I will check. Impossible to see. So you take another camera, doing video. Don't want to lose my level. This is rather difficult. And then it's the right way. Let's see. Maybe I should just invest in a taller ladder. Hey, look at that. It's level. Phew. I almost think I should tie a rope to this so I don't lose it, but those screws will be impossible to see. The places where I mark with a pencil, I will not be able to see. One reason I want to put it here is that I can reach out the window to unscrew the RTK or cover the RTK in the winter, so that gets less wear. I need a third arm here. Or I need to, invest in a taller ladder. I don't know if this is gonna work at all. So I'll stand on the screen porch. So I changed my mind of where I'm going to install it because I could not, it was not possible for me to install hanging out the window. So now I'm standing on the roof of my screen porch. The only issue is this pretty young maple tree is right here. Hopefully it doesn't block too much of the satellite view. And then this dogwood isn't too bad. It's not going to grow much. So I have to decide if I want to install it so that I can reach out the window for the winters to cover the RTK, or I can install it 4 more feet to the left. It would give it a little bit of space from the maple tree. I think it'd be better to install it closer to the window so that I can just reach out the window to prep the RTK for the winter. So I hope this video comes out good. I have the tripod on the roof. Let's see, center that a little better. Don't quite like being up on this roof. That's why I want to make it easier in the winter. So now, are we level? Yes, we are. Have some gutter guards, perfect for holding screws. So here, there's a pretty darn good view all around for satellites. Just in a few years, the maple tree might be too big. Marked them as well as I could. Try to get an X in there. All right. Make sure that's going in. Okay, now that those holes are drilled, don't need my drill bit anymore. Gonna switch to, I kept it with my Phillips head. Now I'll be holding 3 things, which really would have been impossible out of the window. Once I start one screw, that'll hold it for me. Yeah, that seems like it might strip. If you have a really good Phillips head, that'll be good, but maybe that means I didn't drill the hole big enough. Skipping too much, so I'll just get these started. I won't actually drill them in. Speed too. Not low torque. Or high torque, low speed, I mean. But yeah. Gonna get a socket. Okay, now I have a socket that's the right size. That's much better. Not gonna go completely tight on that one for now. Come on, please. It's still skipping a little bit, but it's not stripping the screw. Now that is secure. One thing that people have said about the ground mount is that even if sometimes a bird will land on it, it'll move the post enough that it'll have to be reset. You have to redo your maps because it moved too much. But up with this wall mount, that is super secure with those 4 giant screws. Now I just have to easily screw on the RTK. Perfect. Now it's time to put the extension cable on. Bring some power to this RTK. So that's screwed on. Perfect spot there. Now it's very easy to line up the cables because they're all a different number of male and female ends, and there's a little notch even to make sure you have it lined up right. You just squeeze that together, screw on the cap. Now it's waterproof. And then you just have to keep on going with the cable to get it to your power source. So I'm going to mount the cable along my house here. Oh, by the way, the bit I used is a 10 millimeter, and that seemed to work pretty well. Sorry, the socket that I used. Not sure if I'm going to have to pre-drill holes for these little screws. I'll do one as a test. I might want to because it's metal I'm going through. You have to leave a drip edge on the wire, like a drip loop. So you just put the wire through. Whoops, and then I just had it go all the way down the wire. So you might want to hold on to that. I just dropped a screw on the roof. Luckily it got trapped by my shoe. Working on the roof is not easy. I don't know how people do it. Put the screw through. And yes, I am going to pre-drill. Just a small drill bit is what I'm using. Should have brought 2 drills up. First one's in. The wire could still move through it, so if I have to adjust it in any way, I can. Okay, so I have the right drill bit. I'm going to just drill the rest of the holes and put the wire through. So I just have 4 of them I'm doing up on the roof. I'm gonna see if I can pass this behind the gutter. Okay, the wire's installed. I guess there's a green light that will light up on the base station when it has a good signal. I wonder where that light is. Oh great, it's all the way on this side. So I will never be able to see that. I wonder if I could adjust so the light is on the side I can actually see. So there's the RTK installed. Yeah, that dog was awfully close, but doesn't have, it's not going to get any bigger. It wasn't so hard to get off the roof after all, thanks to the feet I got for my little giant ladder. So now I'm going to be running the cable down, and I have an outlet over here somewhere, so that would work. Or I might bring it down along to the base station to not occupy an outlet. I think the cable will be long enough to reach. I'm going to install the base station right about where the ladder is. I'm putting this into vinyl siding, so I don't think I'll have to pre-drill. Famous last words though, right? All right, now that the ladder is longer, I could reach better. I'm just gonna start the screw on its own. See, I probably should pre-drill. Yep, can't get through vinyl siding. I'm not really into anything solid there, but it's not important to be so solid. Now I shouldn't need the ladder. Now looking at how much I have left, I do not have enough to make it to the base station. So I am going to have it just go to this outlet right over here that has a in-use cover. So this is the wall I was just working it down. Now I'm going to bring it over here behind the air conditioner to the outlet. Now again, I'll just line up the holes in the notch, push them together. I'm sure I have it the right way. There, now I'm screwing on the weather cover. Let's get this plugged in. It's going to take up the entire outlet, but there we go. Nice and safe from the rain. Now that there's power to my RTK, let's check it out. See if it has a green light on it, if we could even see. So far away. I don't see a green light.